Welcome. Please use the QR code to go to the corresponding Google form and use it to respond to the slides. This is how we will verify that you've watched the video. Then, take a moment to reflect on what you are finding most challenging this year, and please use the Poll Everywhere link to respond to this prompt. Here's a list of video links that will be referenced during the video, and these will be posted in your Google Classroom along with a link for this YouTube video. This is the Chino Valley Teacher Induction Program's Winter Inquiry Cycle Focus Group Meeting. This is a mid-year meeting to touch base, discuss how far we have come, and what we have coming up ahead of us. The outcomes for today's meeting are as follows. Participants will reflect on lessons that you have used in your induction program and how they show the constructs of the CSTPs, understand candidate progress monitoring, plan professional development for your spring inquiry cycle. Here's a snapshot of how your colleagues who attended the Zoom meetings responded to the Poll Everywhere prompt about teaching challenges. As you can see, behavior and classroom management is by far the biggest concern for teachers right now. You might use this information or other topics on this list to focus on during your final inquiry cycle for this year, and how working in any of these areas can help support your overarching goal. This is Erica Gonzalez, who's our liaison for Grand Canyon University. She is here to help you if you do not have your master's degree yet and would like to get one. Their program is completely online, and when you complete induction, GCU will give you course credit towards the master's degree, so you will have fewer units to complete, which also lowers the cost. All in all, if you don't have your master's degree yet, this is a good program, and Erica is here to hold your hand all the way through. At this point in the year, we are wanting to review what we've done, how we've documented it, reflected upon what you did for your inquiry, and how that supports your overall SMART goal, and what we might want to do for the rest of the year to help you reach your professional goals. So this is the mid-year check-in. Are you progressing in our program? How do you know what you have done and what you will still have left to do for this inquiry cycle? There's a checkoff list in section 1.6 that you may use, and it is a Google Sheets, so you can rename it and adjust it to any way you wish that makes sense to you. You can keep track of the dates you met with your mentor, which tools you used, and then it corresponds to the same number in Google Classroom, so you can keep track of where to upload it. The checkoff list is not a requirement, but rather an organizational tool to help you stay organized. For both Year 1 and Year 2 candidates, I want to review the program requirements and how your progress is monitored by program staff, which includes myself, the coordinator, and lead mentors who will help with reviewing your Google Classroom digital portfolio submissions. So, connections to preliminary program. At the beginning of your program, did you use your preliminary IDP, which is the individual development plan, to bridge what you did in your preliminary program to what you were doing in your own classroom? Did you at least discuss it with your mentor? Document that on the ILP. Weekly meetings. Documented by uploaded tools, you should be meeting with your mentor an average of 1 hour per week to discuss ongoing things at your school and in your classroom, and to also work on documenting goals and activities that support those goals. 3, meet with an administrator. This is the fall triad meeting with your mentor and your site administrator to discuss your classroom and your induction goals. Do they align with what your principal is looking for? Attend 3 focus group meetings. We offer 5 opportunities to attend focus groups live, either in person or via Zoom. This video option is only meant to be a backup. If you are viewing this video, please plan on attending your last focus group meeting of the year in April at one of the regular meetings. Co-assess on the continuum of teacher practice 4 times a year. 3 pre-assessments and 1 post at the end of the year that goes back and reviews all 6 CSTP elements and documents how you have grown. and providing program feedback. Surveys at the end of each meeting and also feedbacks during your meetings with the coordinator. Okay, tool choice. In induction, everything you do is considered evidence of practice, but it is divided into 3 inquiry cycles. So you have an overarching SMART goal for the whole year. Then each inquiry cycle, you approach that goal through a different lens, which are the focused CSTPs and the 2 elements on which you choose to co-assess. Then everything you do during the inquiry, including the ILP, the co-assessments, the triad for the fall, the tools submitted, all those things go to support the inquiry question and the overarching SMART goal. In the meetings, we broke up into pairs and breakout groups, and partners brainstormed activities and lessons that they have done to support the various CSTPs that they were focusing on during their different inquiry cycles. Those ideas were collected on the blank placemat and are there for you to look at. The second step of the activity was to then look at the standards placemat and identify which elements their activities aligned with the best. This is a resource for you to use when you are developing your action plan for the spring inquiry cycle. No need to go to Pay Teachers Pay Teachers, okay? Moving forward to candidate progress monitoring, mid-year conferences, and professional learning activity information. As you know, we had our accreditation site visit in November. We had our accreditation site visit in November, and as a result, we created a new candidate progress monitoring tool. It will be used by the program to document what evidence of practice has been submitted and to be able to provide feedback to you regarding that, so you know better how you are doing in induction. You will have noticed that there are scores below, approaching, meets, and exceeds. These correspond to the rubric, but have only been used as a reference. We inserted the rubric into the tasks assignments and are able to monitor your progress more effectively using these tools. You will never receive a below or approaches, but what you might get would be a note to provide more detail or a comment saying it lacks strong evidence or collaboration with the mentor and ask for an explanation. We don't want a dissertation, however, there needs to be enough detail that the reader can easily tell what is going on. Mid-year conferences. If you did not or were not able to attend the Mid-Year Coordinator Conference, you will need to find the link in Google Classroom for the Google form where you will respond to the same questions that were used during these conferences. So during these meetings, the coordinator meets one-on-one with each candidate 4 times over the course of the 2-year program. Year 1, when enrolling in induction, I meet with you as you come on board. Year 1 teachers, I meet mid-year with you. Year 2 teachers, I'll meet with you mid-year. And Year 2 teachers will have an end of the program meeting. If you are Year 2, know that you will need to meet with the coordinator sometime in the last 2 weeks of April or the first 2 weeks in May. And these will be Zoom meetings, and a sign-up sheet will be sent out probably towards the end of February. Professional learning opportunities. The professional learning opportunities are for you to find self-selected professional development that supports your long-term goal and or your inquiry question. If you have trouble finding a PD for your spring inquiry, please look at the choice board for additional ideas. You will still use either the PLO reflection tool or the veteran teacher observation tool to record your reflections. This is an artifact of practice that you can do on your own. If you're unable to, if you have a week when you're unable to meet with your mentor, either because they're busy or sick or something else, but this is one that you can do independently. Another opportunity for professional learning will be the Spring Cluster 4 PD Day. This PD is virtual from 4 to 5:30 on Monday, March 11th. Please note, if you have to complete the RECA, there's a session to help you prepare and ask questions about it. And I strongly recommend you attend that one if you are still needing to do that extra requirement. A registration link has been sent out through Google Classroom, as well as being posted in the professional development section in Google Classroom. So, have we addressed everything we said we would? To review, we indicated that participants will reflect on their first inquiry cycle for this year, whether you are year 1 or year 2, reflect on how the artifacts and evidence of progress gathered over time so far support your SMART goal. Learn how teachers who are interested are able to acquire university credits for the work they have done while participating in the induction program through Grand Canyon University. And here is the link for the meeting evaluation. And that link will be in Google Classroom. Thank you very much and have a great day.